we've been in Fitton Hill for 11 years now, and whilst I was on Fitton Hill Eden, I trained as a doctor, and I was living in this quite deprived area, looking around at the healthcare that these people got that were my neighbours and my friends and my children, and realised that it was just really below what the NHS aspires to be. So I set up a social enterprise, and we went against the big boys, and we won 4 contracts. So we deliver healthcare to about 15,000 patients in Manchester, and we see about 70,000 people a year.
Well, what Laura didn't tell you, this is incredible. Actually, Laura's charity is probably bigger than the message. How many staff have you got, Laura?
About 90, I think.
Oh, we've got 100 anyway, so nearly as big as the message.
Always better than mine.
But Laura's chief executive of this healthcare charity with 4 Hope Citadel Christian health centres providing Christian healthcare, and it's bringing amazing results and transformation. Just tell us about that, Laura.
So I have a real passion to prophetically challenge the NHS to be the best where it needed the most, and that's in our deprived communities. And so at the moment I'm working to try and put that message across at quite a senior level. But on the ground, when you have a combination of prayer, God, and some brilliant medicine, you can really transform lives, and that's what we're doing. So we've had loads of patients, we've had staff come Christians, we've had patients find Jesus through partnerships with churches, and we found a massive transformation. And one family who said I can talk to you about them is a family called Paul and Sarah. When we first met them on Eden, they were a complete mess. He was an alcoholic, a drug addict. They had 3 children who were right on the edge of being taken into care. They came to see our doctors. They went through alcohol detox, drug detox. We put them through counselling. They found God. They've been massively supported by the Eden team with our family team and visiting and boogie babies and all the stuff that Eden does really well. And 5 years later, their testimony is that this Christmas is the first Christmas they will celebrate without social services being involved at all. Because both the parents are clean.
Listen.
And they're both at work.
It's called revival. That's what it's called. For that family, it's revival. We've met Christ. He's picked us out of our pit. And now we're on a firm, solid rock. And Christians have come alongside and helped us. It's amazing what Laura's done. Is it any wonder that this seemingly understated woman is actually chief executive of this amazing charity and entrepreneur of the year, and she just keeps on going. And I've seen the stats, the people's life expectancy is going up, and chance of getting cancer is coming down, and it's just amazing, isn't it, what God can do through an ordinary person that just surrenders to the will. What Laura didn't tell you, I don't think, is that she went against Virgin Healthcare and had to fill in 700 pages? 700-page proposal for this first health centre. And what she did was pray and go on Google.
No, so I remember writing the tender. I sat at night. I was working as a healthcare assistant to earn some money to pay for my children. And I just prayed that God would give me the wisdom to write what needed to be written. And when we signed the contract, I was in the lift going down with all these NHS boffins in suits looking very boring. And they said, it was like you had a mole. We didn't know what we needed until we saw you write it. Oh. And I just thought, God is really prophetic. So, thank you.
Amazing.